with like the lady. This is a great
Lisa?
place to eat.
You're just in time to say the pledge. Would you join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning to everybody. Horizon, Adam?
I really don't have anything new to report unless you guys have questions for us. So I have to add something different, but I don't really.
You buy a Coons property, hospital,
Hospital did buy that
what are you gonna
property.
do with it?
We did not buy that property. The Morrison, Woodyard and Henson bought that property, and then we entered into agreement with them to tear it down, and it will be a parking lot.
Coons office.
Dr. Coons across the street.
Hi, where have you been? It's not the same girl sitting here next to me.
Okay. I guess there's no questions. Thanks for being here, though. We appreciate it. Andy?
Andy, do we ever do anything about Andrew's furnace?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's,
She looked for other bids and people that can do it. The other unit in the office went out too, so she's using half of the money from donations. Okay, what did you,
Yeah, she's using half the money for donations and half from the building fund. John White's been working on the air conditioning part. Half of it's working, half is not working, so. The other day it wasn't bad, I was in there, so it wasn't bad, so.
Saw in the news for Maine County, there's cooling went down on their animal shelter, and it was kind of bad for a
Yeah.
while, for a few days.
Want me to go ahead and send some?
yeah, go
Yeah, I
ahead.
stopped last week. I met the new guys. He's retired military, worked for the ambulance service in Chrisman.
Right, okay.
He has a daughter that works for the newspaper, and then he had a young daughter. She was 14. She was helping him wash the dogs the other day, or cool them down out there. So seems really nice and seems interested. He has, I think, 6 dogs of his own. He's adopted a couple from the shelter, so he seems really good. So really impressed with him. So they still have a full house of them.
And
They're going to change.
the next, or last time I talked to her, she hadn't made any more progress with a vet, or the vet's trying to get a spay neuter system.
Right, right.
They're still working on that.
She takes some to Terre Haute, one over south of Honey Creek. I don't know if doing that or not, but I don't know about the ones on 150 where that vet does it or not. It's kind of expensive, you know.
Well, the gal that she has that's goes to St. Mary in the Woods has been working on that, and
Okay,
trying to
good,
get
good.
that going.
Yeah, she does a great job, but she can only work like 2 days a week or something like
Well,
that. She
that's-
does all the computer work and all that. And then she has a volunteer, but she didn't want to give the volunteer any responsibility, so, but she does walk all the dogs. But the guy seems to be working out very well. And I think Linda's still helping out too, and so, no, it's going well, so, yep, yep.
Any questions of Dan for the committee?
Still have the hairless cat that came back. It bit the lady in the finger, and she had 6 stitches in her finger. You can't pick the cat up. So, but he's back.
I was out there last week, and I saw, that's the first time I'd seen the cat.
Yeah.
It was in with a cat that's been there for years.
Yeah.
They get along fine.
Oh yeah, yeah. And you go out there and it's hairless, but it's under a blanket all the time. You can't even see it. It's cold all the time, I guess. But, I don't know, it's got white eyes and no blue speck in each one of the eyes. The pupils are real. It's funny looking, and you pet it. It feels really odd when you pet it. It feels really odd.
Don't pick it up.
I know better now. I did that one time down on Union Street, take it to get fixed, and tore the crap out of my hand. I had to go to the ER and get my hand all fixed. I could reach down and pet the cat. I tried to pick her up. No. It's the last time I ever picked up a feral cat.
Jeez,
Back to you.
there's a lot going on, but it's pretty self-evident when you look out there.
I did talk to the state again and told them that, I talked to Don, Parsi, and Dina about having people from the different legislative, from the House and the Senate, their individual coming there. And it'd only be 2 or 3 days a week, they refined that. But I said that they're gonna have to do it a lot like Jericho does it. If they have somebody coming in, they're gonna have to have them call, and they're gonna have to walk them from the front to the back. I talked to Tammy, and she was concerned that on certain days, even Jericho's folks, she can't get some of her work done because she's not a receptionist for these folks.
Right, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, it is.
And I laid that all out for them to talk to, or their aides to talk to the senator and the rep to make sure they understood that we weren't offering an office suite. We were just simply offering an office, and they needed to get over here and said we'd talk to them, or they need to let us know when they were gonna be here so you guys could take a look at what they're gonna do, if anything, okay? Because that's the only way it's gonna work.
Right.
Anybody disagree with that?
What'd they say?
Oh, the aides haven't got back to me. I did not talk to Chapin or Adam. I talked to,
Dallas?
yes,
Yeah.
and he was gonna explain that and see what they wanted to do,
Okay.
okay? The concrete, we signed, they're sending over the agreement, so they will get on that just as soon as they can. Do you have anything to say about the courthouse?
Not yet, I'm just waiting for them to finish up painting, and then maybe we can get some stuff
Yeah.
cleaned up around there.
Yeah. That would be nice, because it's even tough to mow now.
Yeah.
You're just, because of what's there.
It's gonna be tough doing, I mean, you gotta get the fence down before you can do any cleaning stuff up around there. It's gonna be a little tough to get vegetation to grow there. It's no more rain than we've had.
Yeah,
How much rain did we get? I wasn't in town Saturday night. It rained pretty good up at our
We
place.
got 6/10.
Did you?
We got more than I thought we did.
Yeah,
Okay.
floor beds are wet.
Yeah.
Well, when I got home last night, about 4:30, 5 o'clock, there was still water around. I
Right.
was surprised,
Right.
so.
we got 2 tents.
That's about all we got.
Probably about what we got, just a
Had a
little.
lot of lightning, but no thunder. I've never seen.
What time of the day was this?
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, Sunday morning, or the morning, I wouldn't hold that, never mind. I have a question on that, does you have to put up a tower for Ezra, or do you have to wait?
Just a mini tower. It's just,
Okay, so it's not like the one I had?
oh, no. It's just one more or less to relay.
Okay, I just
Okay,
wondered.
no, it's a very, yeah,
Okay, I just wondered.
and she's really,
That's a nice building. From the that's a nice building from the outside. I know what ESDA means now, that's what it stands for. Sign out front looks really
Be a
nice.
quiz later,
Huh?
quiz later.
Yeah, I know what it stands for now. I can't remember what it is.
There's, as you write it down, or good down.
About all we've got left to pay on the courthouse is retainage and a few odds and ends here and there. So,
Get a chance to get up in the attic, you can go up there and look. They did a lot. Did a lot.
Did you get the lights just?
Not
not
yet,
not the way
I think
you and I would like them.
I think that's probably about the limit.
probably. I'm thinking, I don't know whether you,
People around town.
if you push them out any farther, then you've got an
Doesn't bother
issue
me.
with. Right. Because
It doesn't bother him, some people it bothers. I gotta
I'm
watch.
on there, I gotta watch.
There was something else I was gonna, maybe I'll think of it. Russ, do you have anything? Carl?
Sometime in the real near future, we need to have a sheriff's meeting.
That's what I was gonna ask if we did have.
And we've
When
got
do you want it?
soon as we can get it scheduled. I mean, it isn't like it needs to be today or tomorrow, but just sometime next week or two.
How about the beginning of next week sometime? Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday?
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday?
Oh, next week?
Yeah. Where are you gonna be?
I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna be around.
Fourth of July week. Sticker.
Figured, I don't know where.
Oh, next week is 4th of July.
4th of July week,
Oh,
you gonna be around?
off and on. I'm not going to Canada, so that's,
Why would you want to go to Canada?
no, it's terrible up there. It's ugly. No water, no fish,
No
Cooler.
fish. You're out of your mind, Jeffrey.
no mosquitoes.
Never have a fish fry.
Oh, yeah.
You got a fish
Mosquitoes
fry
aren't as
once.
big as you are.
We'll
I
get
know Thursday, do we have a core meeting this
Yes.
Thursday?
at 1 o'clock.
And normally they last an hour,
Yeah, we could have one after that.
maybe at 2 o'clock.
Would that work?
That'd be better.
Okay, what date is that, Carl?
This Thursday,
Yeah,
27th.
2 o'clock, sheriff committee?
If, but
we'll have to check with the sheriff.
we have to check with the sheriff and we gotta coordinate it with the police chief. There's issues we need to discuss that.
Oh, do we want to invite him? Is that what you said?
Definitely, that's the, yeah.
We'll get right on that, Carl.
Well, let me know for sure so I get it
Yeah.
posted for you.
Yeah, because we'll have to post that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. I have left the messages and emailed Rick about the MOU with the telecommunicators and that contract, and I have not heard back from him.
Okay.
All right, so hopefully we will the first part of the week. I tried to call him this morning, and I got his voicemail, so. I wanted to let you know, just it's kind of out of order, those questions you had on the bills to pay in the budget as far as the overtime in the state's attorney's office, that was in fact for the legal staff, I'm sorry, the secretarial, legal secretaries to catch up on all the paperwork that's falling behind. He said he has a shortfall in the other part of his budget for personnel, and he's trying to manage that so whatever he spends in that doesn't exceed what he has in remainder of budget. And then, of course, we've got that one case where they're using, and we really, that's
Expert
ordered by the
witnesses.
judge, so
Right.
we're just gonna have to
Right.
set that up, but I wanted you to know.
Yeah. I have one question for Adam. How's your personnel? Are you able to keep staffing up?
Yeah,
No problems?
right now, we are fully staffed plus extra, so I've actually got, knock on wood, but we've got an extra EMT and an extra paramedic on staff. So there are some days we actually could run 4 trucks, so we do that so we can give our employees some flexibility if they need days off or personal days to
Okay.
help with that home-life balance, work-life balance.
Okay. Bill?
Oh,
Lisa, please.
Uh-huh. I was out unexpectedly for 7 days this last week, so I'm behind.
You sound a little better.
And then I'm gonna go to Easy Care after this, I think it's bronchitis. So, health coordinating, I think Kim Ross is settling in well. I continue to be so appreciative of Dr. Rico and Scott, especially on how much support they give her. They put so much time and effort into that board. We do have a dentist who had worked there quite a few years ago who has retired and offered her services as a PRN dentist. and to provide services on Fridays. And then they also hired a new dental hygienist who is willing to work on Fridays, so they're gonna take a look at the finances and see whether it would truly be self-supporting, and if so, there's definitely a need. So, and then she could also be another professional to provide some mentoring to the new dentist. So that was kind of a gift from heaven that came out. Otherwise, everything is doing well there. I think the reorganization of duties and titles has been good. It's spread out the responsibility and given some of the staff there some opportunity for leadership that they're quite capable of. HR, Augie, we need to figure out what time we want to meet tomorrow with our small group. I saw Jennifer just send an email.
Yeah, I think 2 o'clock. I wanted to wait to hear from you, because I was gonna tell you that I've heard from all of them, and they're flexible. So
Okay.
tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock,
All right,
Government Center.
sounds good.
Yep.
So our small group, those that have really read through the policy and have the most feedback. So we were just gonna meet as a group on the 26th for it, and that's all elected officials. Elected officials and department heads. Broadband, Terry Sullivan, in his capacity at EIU, sent a notice out to our 13 counties that they're starting to work with those who are interested in bidding. And I had also communicated with the guy from Frontier who came here and asking him for more of a time frame. And he thought he might be reaching back out to me either July or August to get a letter of support. And neither Terry nor I have heard from anyone else interested in doing the rural broadband initiative. I know from time at the hospital, if no other place, that Frontier is, there are things about Frontier we have not really appreciated. Yeah, but if they're the only game, then we're not gonna have a lot of option. And as I worked remotely in from Nashville last week, it was amazing. Now I'm not happy with my home internet service because it was amazing how much more quickly I could do work. So what I have is better than most people have out in my area, but it still stinks compared to what she had. And in her subdivision, which she calls Peyton Place, they have, they're doing fiber improvements everywhere in that neighborhood. So they're improving their fiber, and we'd just like to have some fiber. Solars, I haven't contacted Lauren to ask for some guidance on how to move forward with the community project north of Kansas that has not been responsive, but I have not forgotten. I think that's all I have.
Well, Champaign Paper had an article about solar farm in northern Vermilion County that was voted down, is that correct?
It is.
It was like
It's Ty Tristler's ground.
1,400 acres, something like that. Who
Mm.
voted it down?
Be interesting.
Who voted it down, the people or
County board.
the what?
County board.
Okay.
They had originally voted down 3, 2 of them in my neck of the woods, and then went back and voted for them and their small ones, and then voted 1,400 acre one. It'll be interesting to see where that
I
goes.
just wondered, kind of odd because most places let them come in. This, they said no because it says great farmland, they didn't want to mess it up, so I don't know.
You know, I don't know. I understand, totally understand where they were coming from, but either you let them in or you don't. I'm not sure where letting one in and not the others were.
Right, I'm thinking about the legality of that.
Well, and I think that's where it's headed.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's, I think they call that capricious. So,
Mhm.
I just wondered, kind of odd we voted down.
Talking about solar, I had a couple concerned people about a couple places out the east edge of town. And about solar, if it was coming in, I said, well, I've been hearing about it for all summer long. We've got our county ordinance, that we passed, we've got to go with those guidelines. And I noticed in the paper Saturday, there was an article where the city council had discussed it at there, and, they've got I think both of these areas probably are in the city limits. Well, at least one of them is, the other, but then they've got that 2.5 mile area around.
Right.
So, they're working on getting something, because they don't have anything evidently from what I read in the article. But, there's neighbors concerned out there.
They're talking about using land for solar that eventually might be used for somebody to build a house. If you have solar on it, then that's gonna take that spot for 10, 15, 20 years, so you cannot expand the neighborhood as far as building houses. That was what the article said.
Yeah, and I don't know whether they have any more restrictions in their ability to do local decision-making than we do or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But at least they're looking into it, what they can
Right.
do.
Right.
And that's good.
Is that it? Augie, you wanna show, do you have that proclamation?
Oh, yes.
We got a proclamation from Adam Niemer, recognizing the groundbreaking of the jail. Wanted to make sure you folks all saw
Would you like
that.
me to hand it around? Or
Yeah.
is this good enough?
Sure. Just don't put your dirty paw prints on
Yeah,
it.
don't touch it.
Yeah.
It's just a nice letter. Congratulations, good luck. From Adam.
So where are we gonna put things like that now?
Do what?
Where are we going to put things like this?
Well, I've got a file. Throw it in there, and then if you want to get it posted somewhere out in the
Do
new
we hang
building.
all those fancy, official-looking
It wouldn't
things?
hurt, would it? To frame it and hang it in the courthouse somewhere or something.
Yeah,
Can do that.
Went to the trouble to get it to us, so.
A brief description of last week, talking about this week. I think they're gonna basically continue to do earthwork this week. You'll notice that there's crushed rock, I believe, or I'm not sure what size rock it is.
Pretty good size rock.
3-inch
big
rock,
Yeah.
probably, out there trying to out on the base, so.
And
That's
the retaining pond, I noticed the other day it was already done.
Yep, well, there's 2 of them, I think. I
There's
don't
a
know.
lot of dirt.
Yep.
Yeah, they made good progress last week. Dry weather.
Rob, who is the site superintendent, met with the city and ironed out the building permit, and we'll get that paid and they'll issue that. It was, originally Urban said it was gonna be, I don't know, almost 20, it wound up being $9,800, so.
For building permit?
Yeah.
Wow.
See,
Wow. So that's added on top of the 18.5 million?
Yeah.
And what's going on with the sewer thing?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same question.
They're just about ready for bids.
Mhm.
They are in, I talked to the manager and engineer over at, help me here, at Bob's place, Chastain. And they thought they would have it out this week or next. I did talk to Core, and I made arrangements for them to get the specs so that they could bid on it, or contractors can bid on it. On the sheriff's meeting, Carl, do you want to talk to Terry yourself?
I can.
I
mean,
just thought that might be.
well, I already talked to him, and
Is he agreed to,
he wants,
then I will call him. That's fine, Carl.
yeah,
I didn't know whether he was gonna need some,
no, he wants to have the meeting.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Not sure I have a whole lot more. Tax bills went out, I think, on Friday. So you can look forward to that.
Yeah,
So,
Had to haul some corn.
talked to the boards, they're concerned about the jail across from our clubhouse.
Horns. Well, it'll make it,
Oh,
never mind, I'm not gonna
Ryan,
make any comments at all. I think it'll be just fine.
I'm just kidding.
Okay,
Yeah.
just
I'm
stir
good
up
friends-
real,
I'm good friends with the boards.
So mine's are convenient, close to jail. Very good guy.
see, I was trying to avoid statements like that.
Why?
While the camera's
I spent a lot of time with him. One of them's got a daughter that plays softball. He
Yeah.
gets in my bus and watches the game with me, so
Yeah. Oh, I was, yeah.
Is the bus air conditioned?
the new one will be when I get it July 1st.
All right,
I'm still, doing the old way.
okay. Well, I think we're headed in the right direction, so. Anything else? Do you have anything else to come before the meeting then? I'll try to get things set up this morning, let Augie know, and we'll go from there on the meeting on Thursday at 2 o'clock here. Don't forget the other meeting at 1 o'clock if you wish to attend.
Today, about 1 o'clock today.
No, it'll be Thursday,
Thursday.
the 27th.
that's a value engineering meeting with, on the jail, with the Core Construction, the architects.
Okay. A motion to adjourn? Okay, Russ moves, Andy seconds, all those in
You guys
favor
always
signify by
first.
saying
1,
aye.
2 on
Aye.
that.
Opposed, nay.